name is Kierra Woodger, and I'm the founder and CEO of KIE2LAVIDA Properties, where we're building technology and housing solutions that help create more stable and connected communities. KIE2LAVIDA was built from lived experience. After losing my father, I watched my mother and my grandmother restore Detroit homes and help create stability for families. They work closely with single mothers, families, and returning citizens, teaching me early on that housing is deeply connected to dignity and opportunity. Growing up, my grandmother would sit me beside her watching HGTV and picking out materials from Lowe's or Home Depot. And over time, they passed on to me a deep belief that stable housing can change lives. The name KIE2LAVIDA itself is inspired by my mother and me, Kierra and Davida, representing legacy, resilience, and life through housing. In 2019, I began working hands-on inside distressed Detroit properties, and I kept seeing the same issues: fragmented systems, broken communication, and families just falling through the cracks. I realized this issue wasn't just a housing supply issue, it was coordination. Today, landlords, nonprofits, and residents and case managers often are in separate systems with little shared infrastructure. This disconnect creates inefficiencies for housing providers and instability for residents. KIE2LAVIDA is a Detroit-rooted housing operations company focused on stabilization first, housing solutions through property management, renovation oversight, and operational technology. That's why we built Thrive Habitat. Thrive Habitat is a centralized housing operations platform that streamlines maintenance, tracking, compliance workflows, resident communication, and support coordination across the housing ecosystem. Our platform supports the full housing ecosystem, including residents, nonprofits, housing organizations, and property managers. Traditionally, property management software focused mainly on rent collection and lease administration. We focus on housing outcomes. The U.S. property management market exceeds $136 billion, yet most platforms were never designed with coordination or housing stabilization in mind. Detroit is our proof of concept, but this model can scale nationally across cities facing the harshest housing challenges. Since 2019, we built operational experience directly in the field, supported transitional housing initiatives through organizations like Covenant House and Detroit Phoenix Center, and developed Thrive Habitat MVP while gaining validation through programs including Goldman Sachs 10K Small Business, Black Girl Ventures, and Black Tech Saturdays. Our business model combines SaaS subscription revenue from property managers and housing organizations with future enterprise partnerships and housing support integrations. Today, we are seeking between $100,000 to $250,000 in pre-seed funding to complete the Thrive Habitat MVP, expand our operations, and onboard our first ecosystem of partners and users. We're not just improving housing, we're building infrastructure that helps people stay housed. Thank you so much.